everyone. Um, Today's video is going to be a little bit all over the place. I'm feeling a little bit silly, so um, I had a comment once on one of my videos saying they would love to see my mother in the Barney costume. So, got a treat for you. Here it is. And that's her with my baby girl, Alicia, who is now 21, and you might see her run back and forth. Or you might hear her sometimes in the background just making noise. She's nonverbal, so she just kind of just like sing-song kind of lingo she has. Oh, and then might as well show you this one too. Nerimon Santa Claus. Yep, that's my mother. So you can obviously see she likes to be the center of attention, right? And I ran across this picture. That's Christmas Day. And I'm sorry, my throat's choking here. I did the video on that. I can't remember what the name of the video is, but that's Christmas Day. And what I find really ironic about this is the Wizard of Oz movie and the analogy that goes along with narcissism. You notice that, like, right there is a lion. And I'm just sitting here today, like I said, feeling silly. So I was like, yeah, that's really ironic, because I think of my mom as the Wicked Witch. And then there's my dad sitting back there in his red vest. He kind of fits the profile of the Scarecrow, man without a brain. And then there's this cowardly lion right here. So I guess that would make me Dorothy, and the only one missing is the Tin Man, who was probably like the guy who came in and took the pictures. And it baffles me to this day that those two grown men could see my reaction to my mother that day and not have any concerns. A 7-month-old that does not want to go to their mother, that would really concern me, but anyway, that was that. Might as well show you okay. My golden child years was probably between the ages of about 7 and 10. And this is the period of my life where I was learning how to play piano, and I was in competitive roller skating. But my mother, at that time, she made all my outfits for skating and some of my street clothes also. But yeah, the golden child years. There's me and my skating partner. And that year, I was 9 years old that year, and we took first place that day at state. And there's a picture of us holding our plaques that we won. And, I have good memories, mostly, of roller skating and the people that I was around. There was a lot of really conceited girls and things like that, but I don't know, they really didn't have much effect on me. I'll just show you a few pictures of me as a little girl. There's me at 2.5. There's me 4.5. And when I look at those pictures, I'm just like, how could you not love that kid? You know? But anyway, and I was a good girl. I mean, everybody thought so except for my mother. I mean, teachers and things like that. Most of them. I'm not saying all of them, but most of them, you know. This is an interesting story here, and I'll start by showing you this picture. That picture is of me and my mother. Okay, that day, and I'm thinking I'm about 3 or 4. Looks like I'm about 3, but I remember this really well. So, me and my mother started going to a church when I was that age, and I sat in the regular church, I think only once or twice, but I remember most of the time going down to the basement for, what do they call that? I don't know, wherever they send the kids down to the room, right, during church. So it was all us kids be down there coloring and listening to stories and stuff. But what happened is I don't remember going that many times. You know, seems like maybe we went 4 or 5 times. And the last time we went, I think it was the last time we went, was the day that my mother got baptized. And so I sat in the regular church that day and watched my mother get baptized. No, she didn't have me baptized. And then we never went to church after that. Never really mentioned God. Not my mother, anyway. I mean, she never mentioned Jesus. She just went and got herself baptized while her daughter watched. Which I find really, really narky. I really do. I had my kids baptized before I had myself baptized. So, I just don't get it. I don't get that. But anyway. So, another little story. This is a nurse with Angel, and it's from Franklin Mint. And my mom gave me this box that had this in it, and it had a note on it. And the note was from the women who bought this for me. And the note said, oh, and I got this when these women bought this when I graduated with my RN. Okay, and before I was an RN, I was an LPN, and before that, I was a certified nurse's aide. So when I got my RN, these women bought me this. And I guess there were 5 of them, and I have never heard their names before in my life, and I had never met them before. But the note said, "We wanted to do something nice for your mother, so we got you this." And that's it. That's all it said. There was nothing else. No best wishes for your career. Just, we wanted to do something nice for your mother, so we got you this. Which was very confusing to me at the time. Still really kind of is to this day. It's like, I don't know any of these women, but my mom was obviously talking about me, and for some reason, so much so that they had to do something nice for my mother. And it just really boggles the mind, because my mom did not have anything to do with me going to school or graduating. She never watched my children. In fact, if I told her I had a test or something to study for, she made sure she sabotaged my time so that I couldn't study. Yeah, she did nothing to help me. And so this here angel is just a product of really a smear campaign, because I'm sure she was saying things like, "Oh, is it Sonia just, it's just so hard, Sonia going to school," and I don't know what she was saying, but it boggles the mind. It just, and I've never heard from them women since. This has been, like 20 years ago. So, there. Much better. And I hope you all have a great day. And next time I come back, I think I'll be talking a little bit about the golden child years. So, peace, everybody. Love.